morning guys, Dave and I have come down to Kilsby Sinkhole today. We've got a booking for 12 o'clock. We're trying to pick the warmest part of the day. Now if you do book, you cannot arrive or enter no earlier than 10 minutes before your tour time. So you can do a sinkhole tour and you can do a snorkeling tour, but you must book online or even call up and book. But anyway, as soon as it's 10:02, we'll open these gates and we'll head on in and we'll show you around. And we are snorkeling today. Make sure you shut the gate after you come into Kilsby Sinkhole. So guys, that was Kilsby Sinkhole. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, it was great, except I dropped my mask and snorkel. So now I'm going to have to come back and do a dive and go down and fetch it. Apparently,
where Dave dropped it is right under the pontoon, where the ladder is where you climb down. But apparently he said it was about 30 metres deep. So we're both divers anyway, so Dave's going to come back and do a dive and retrieve his own mask. But it was really good. It wasn't as cold as what I thought it was going to be, and it was great seeing all the plant life. And I tried to look for the little turtle while I was down there, but I couldn't find him. But it was pretty cool, a pretty cool experience.
I did get a photo of the turtle sitting on a rock.
I'll put that up for you. That was taken from up the top, looking down into the sinkhole. It was pretty amazing though.
All right, gate girl, time for you to get out and do your job, earn your living.
Catches.
Tell you what, there is so much quirky stuff in here. It is well worth the $10 entry fee. It is phenomenal. The cars that are inside, you got to see to be believed. But not only cars, they have everything from motorbikes to push bikes. You name it, they've got it in there. You're not allowed to take photos in there, and you can't film in there. You can only film outside here. But if you can see what's going on around us here, well, times that by 10 inside. Like, it is phenomenal. And the old guy that owns the place, he's a bit of a character. This bike used to be in Adelaide, and when the shop closed down, they donated the bike to Donald. Now, a lot of the stuff inside here has been donated. Hey guys, we're in the middle of town, and we're at the cave garden.
Mt Gambier.
In Mt Gambier. I'll just turn around and show you what we're looking at. Apparently at night time it lights up and looks pretty cool. Might go down to that bottom platform and just see if we can see a bit under the cave. Nice little garden area. It's a shame that people have thrown rubbish down in here.
It's got a shrine called dripping over there.
Hey guys, we're at Allensdale at the moment. It's just about 20 k's south of Mt Gambier, and the reason we're out here is we're going to the Ewan Ponds, which is 3 massive big ponds that all flow into each other and flow out to the sea. So we'll take you along when we get out there and we'll do a bit of swimming. But obviously I think it's about 12-14 degrees at the moment, so Roz, being a Queenslander, is feeling the cold, so we've called into the general store out here, and lo and behold, they hire out dive gear. Anyway, I've got John here. How are you, John?
Good, thank you.
Mate, can you just tell us a little bit about what you have out here? Obviously you're a post office, you're a general store, you're dive gear and all that sort of stuff. What is it you actually do out here, and what can people get from here?
So what we normally do is when people ring up and they want to do Ewan's Ponds, they book that online with the department, the forestry department, and they'll just turn up here and get their wetsuits. So I normally ask them to come in about an hour before, because it gets pretty busy here, and I'll just rug them up and it's all ready to go.
Alright, and you have all sorts of, not only do you have gear for hire, you also have gear for sale, so you can get like your torches, your knives, gloves, fins, anything that you want to buy. So you're a one-stop shop basically.
Thank you.
And I see you have some dive tanks down here. Do you supply divers, or do you take people out to do dive things? Like, do you actually have tours, or?
No, I myself, I only started off here with the cave divers in 2005. So I was doing, this is just a filling station, and then this just come upon me, and then away I went from there.
Okay, so if you have your own dive tanks and stuff, you can call in here and get some air to go out. Do you have nitrox or just air?
No, just air.
Just air, right? Cool. All right.
Yeah.
How long have you been here for?
Since 2005.
The general store. So you do hot food in there. You got magazines and stuff like that. And as I said before, you're also the local post office.
Yes.
All right, so it's really a one-stop shop. All right, cool. Let's have a bit of a look at what sort of gear that you have for us. So we got 5 mil.
We're quite happy with the 5 mil. I changed this over about 2 years ago. We didn't have any wetsuits in Australia because of our little cold and flu epidemic. These are a $500 wetsuit, and they're called Super Stretch, and that's exactly what they do. So if you like, I'll stick you into a size 3, although you're a size 6.
That'll slim you up and make you look good, mate.
You'll squeak like a girl by the time I finish with you.
Welcome to Ewan Ponds Conservation Park. Guess what we're doing today, guys? We're going swimming. Diving and snorkeling by permit only. So make sure you book your tickets online for your time slot. Ewan Ponds provide divers and snorkelers with an ideal place to enjoy an underwater world of breathtaking scenery and wildlife. So we are here, guys. We're going to go in on the pontoon. The first pond is 11 meters deep. There's 3 lots of springs in this one and a wall. We swim through this area here into pond 2, which is 6.5 meters deep. Then we swim through the other channel all the way down here to pond 3. And then you get out and you walk all the way back. And it's 400 meters. So there we go. We'll let you know how we go. Pictures look amazing. So if you do want to get a pass for Ewan Ponds, go on to parks.sa.gov.au. I'll put down below how much we paid for it, but you can only come in here with a permit once you've booked online. Glenelg, spiny freshwater crayfish are in the ponds. So there's a little map there. Ewan Ponds is here. Port McDonald back over this way. And then Piccaninny Ponds, which is actually closed, I think they were saying. Also here we have a toilet. So if you need to go before you go in the water. One-way travel only. So you jump in on this pond here, swim through second pond into the third pond, and then you pretty much swim around and get out. We are at the second pond now.
Okay. So this is the third pond. Come in from over there, swim around for a bit and hop out. And back to the start. Hey guys, well that was our swim through the Ewan Ponds. I jumped online and booked it. I think it was only like $35. We went and hired our dive gear. If you have your own gear, well then it's only going to cost you 35 bucks.
We do have our own dive gear, but because the weather's been overcast and rainy here in Mt Gambier, we thought if we hire it, at least we don't have to hang ours out to dry. It's going to take a couple of days really good to dry that wetsuit stuff anyway. So
yeah, and it was cheap anyway. To hire all that gear was only 45 bucks, cheap as, and it was a really good, to be honest, I actually enjoyed that better than the Kilsby sinkhole.
Oh, it was beautiful under the water, like just the reeds and the grass, and there was a few fish under there. We did see a lobster, Dave pointed out, was pretty cool.
Yeah, and the grass, it was like a bright yellowy colour, like it was pretty cool, and it's been a really overcast, gloomy, rainy day. So imagine if you were here in summer and you had sunbeams shining through.
This is the a picture of one of the crayfishes we saw underneath. It was that colour, so it would be the Glenelg spiny crayfish.
Anyway guys, if you're in the area, jump online, book yourself a, especially in summer, it'll be absolutely packed out. I think they only have six or eight snorkelers or divers at a time.
Yeah. And
you do it in hour lots. We booked an hour and that was reasonably good. You could spend longer if you wanted to spend longer,
yeah.
But obviously it's fairly cold here and we've got other things to do.
But even though it's only early May at the moment, it's cold, but when you hire those wetsuits, they're 5mm wetsuits, so like we didn't really feel the cold until you got back, and it was a little bit windy today, but we just got changed quickly and got dried.
Well worth it guys.
Guys, welcome to Mount Shank. Up to the viewing platform, it's 900 metres return, approximately 30 minutes. If you want to do the rim walk, it's 1.9 kilometres around. Let's go and check it out.
So these are the steps. I was stopping for a breather. So here we are at the top. Here comes Roz. Rainbow in the background.
No, that's just me.
And this is the crater.
To the sinkhole, check it out, see what it's all about today. This garden was laid out in a Victorian English tradition with entrance gates on the main highway. The long driveway to the house was bordered with oaks and elms, and box hedges separated lawns from the vegetable garden, orchard and olive grove. Right in the middle of Mt Gambier. Bees are active in this area, only feed possums fruit, not bread, no dogs allowed, and children to be supervised at all times. James Umperson. careful coming down the stairs, especially on a rainy day. They can get very slippery. Such a beautiful garden right in the centre of Mt Gambier. Anyway guys, that's Untitled Sinkhole. Hey guys, we're here at the Apex Lookout in Mt Gambier and we're going to check out the Blue Lake. Oh, chilly up here. Blue Lake, an explosive volcanic crater. Volcanic activity occurred in the Mt Gambier area in recent geological time.
Swim in the lake. It is the town's drinking water, so you're not allowed to swim in this one. You can swim in the little Blue Lake but not the Blue Lake.
Here we are guys at South Australia's southernmost point. Let us know in the comments if you've been here or show us your photos. And the waves rolling in around those rocks. Pretty cool. And here we have it. South Australia's southernmost point.
So over in between the two rocks in the background is what is known as Camel Rock. Can't find the camel toe, but I can see the Camel Rock. And there is the southernmost point of South Australia. See, I'm not fibbing. Camel Rock.
Morning guys, we've come out for a drive to Piccaninny Ponds this morning just to have a bit of a look around. Entry into the ponds is by permit only, so it's the same as Ewan Ponds, so you need that permit from SA Gov. Only snorkelers and suitably qualified divers are allowed to enter the water. Divers must be members of the Cave Divers Association of Australia and rated at sinkhole category.
At the moment it's closed. The ponds are closed to all aquatic activities for the removal of algae and algal blooms until further notice. So they're just trying to clean it up at the moment. The restoration works that they've been doing The Piccaninny Ponds Conservation Park started in 2005 to redress 100 years of wetland drainage and the clearing native vegetation. These works have restored over 450 hectares of wetland throughout the park, creating habitat for native plants and animals, which are now returning to Piccaninny Ponds. After being absent for many years, volunteer groups have been actively involved in restoration and maintaining since work began.
Go for a walk down on the water's edge and see what we can see. Oh, some pond dwellers and users. All of these pond dwellers are special creatures of Piccaninny Ponds. They depend on the ponds to survive. You are sure to see some of them while others are hard to see. Oh, I didn't realise there was leeches in here. Leech, southern pygmy perch, spiny crayfish, tortoises, and lots of birds. That's amazing. I hope you guys can see through the GoPro into the water because that is so clear. But it's good that they've closed it so it can be restored. Anyway, that's Piccaninny Ponds.
Hey guys, yes, it's raining again. Good old South Australia in winter. Anyway, we've just popped out to the Little Blue Lake, which is approximately 18 k's south of Mt Gambier. So this is the Little Blue Lake. It's one of many water-filled sinkholes found locally in the Little Blue, particularly popular with experienced swimmers wanting to cool off in the water, which is a constant 12 degrees. The pontoon and stairs installed via an artificial cutting provide safe access. The shallowest point is 25 metres deep. The deepest is 47. It's about 40 metres in diameter and its cliffs rise about 8 metres above the water level. There is an absence of any underwater passage, but an undercut ledge of up to 45 metres deep runs under the western side of the sinkhole and under the road on the southern side. Alright, people jump off the cliffs here into the actual water. Go and have a bit of a squiz. Obviously during summer this would be excellent. So there you have it, the Little Blue Hole.
Princess Margaret Rose Caves. Kiosk and souvenirs, campsite bookings and information. Hey guys, Dave and I were just passing or on our way through Nelson. We saw a sign saying Princess Margaret Rose Cave, so we thought we'd check it out. It was 13 kilometres off the highway. Now we're out here at the moment at the information centre and there's nothing here. It says on the sign, Princess Margaret Rose Cave area is a popular visitor site which includes a visitor information centre, campground and access to walking and fishing opportunities. Well, if you can see through the window, There's the Visitor Information Centre, so no one's been here for bloody years by the look of it. We just saw a couple of guys heading back to their car that were actually fishing, and they said they haven't seen anyone around. So if you're coming from Warrnambool Way on your way through to Nelson and you see the cave sign, don't bother coming out here because there's nothing here. You could probably do a couple of bushwalks. Dave reckons it reminds him of some horror movie. But he did just watch Cocaine Bear. A little bit chilly. He's got his beanie on to make up for his no pants, no shoes. The original cave entrance. Wombats and kangaroos were the first visitors to this cave. Okay. Guess we'll head back and be on our way. Thank you for calling. Enjoy your day. Thank you for driving 13 kilometres off the highway and now you have to go 13 back. So guys, this is the caravan park we're staying at. It's called Kilgany Holiday Park. However you say it anyway, this is where we're staying and we're paying $40 a night for an ensuite site. You can pay $35 a night just for a normal powered site, but we thought $5 extra, why not use their toilets and showers and stuff and save our own. It is one of the cheapest parks in Mt Gambier. We did price it up against the Big Four, which wanted $65 for a Sunday night and then $45 every other night. If it was $45 for each night, we probably would have considered staying there, but we weren't going to fork out $65 for a Sunday night just because it was a weekend. This park's family owned. They've only just taken over, haven't they?
Yeah, a few months.
A few months ago.
Has accommodation.
Has accommodation. It's very friendly. It's nice and green, lots of trees. The en-suites are nice and clean.
Has a swimming pool, basketball court. It's right behind the Bunnings, Kmart, Big W, Woolworths and KFC.
And just down the road, probably about 500-600 metres, there is a medical centre as well.
If you look over the fence, that's where the Bunnings and the Big W and all that is.
Just back over that way, out my window. Large grassy sites.
Playground for the kids behind the pool. Barbecue area.
And we're just in here. So no one beside us at all. And our little ensuite straight ahead. Morning guys. Dave and I have just left Mt Gambier this morning after spending, I think we're there for
6 nights.
6 nights there. We had some great experiences there. We went out and snorkeled the Kilsby sinkhole. We snorkeled through Ewan Ponds. We visited the cave garden. We went to the Umperston sinkhole.
We did Mount Shank.
We climbed Mount Shank. So we did the Blue Lake. We went and saw the Little Blue Lake. So we went and saw Donald and Sheila Feast's car collection just outside of Mt Gambier. Amazing. It's a must do if you're in Mt Gambier. It was $10 entry and it's cash only, so make sure you have cash when you visit. But we had a really good time Mt Gambier. We stayed at the Kilgany Caravan Park. It was only $35 a night for a powered site. If you wanted the ensuite, it's $40 a night. Ensuite, we had an ensuite. We used their toilet and shower, just $5 extra. You know, you couldn't go wrong. Save, emptying our own toilet, cleaning our own shower. But yeah, it was a good 6 nights.
Obviously we're here in winter. You'd really want to come here during summer. Not as many people around in winter, which is a good thing. But summer, those other places you need to well and truly book ahead because they all book out.
Ewan Ponds and Kilsby Sinkhole would be amazing in summer, but it would be very busy. Very busy.
Now we're on our way to Adelaide via Kingston, Robe. We're not sure where we're going to stop yet. We'll just wait and see.
Yep, see what happens. But the sun's out today. It's a beautiful day, and I think it's about 15 degrees outside, so it's looking good at the moment. Anyway, we'll show you where we stop tonight and talk to you later.
Hey guys, it's that time again. Joke time with Dave. Well, it's not really a joke, it's a statement. I just been for my prostate exam. Got the thumbs up. Catches?